Hi, my name is Josh Riesberg, and I've been teaching at Mercy for 10 years now. I have taught world history, governments, street law, sociology, US history, and my World of Wonders class. I have loved it here at Mercy. It has great values, and it really pays attention to the needs of the individual. And I try and embody that as much as I can within my class. If you have the opportunity, make sure that you check out your daughter's Canvas page, whether that's in world history, government, or street law. Uh, that way you're familiar with how it's set up, and you can check out the syllabus on there, which has kind of guidelines that I try and teach by. It also is going to have, gives you, it kind of shows you where things are located with the different announcements of what I do for each week. I put that up every week in order for that way people know what is coming up in the next week and what homework will be due. Also, I make sure to post all my notes online, so that way if they do miss a day that they can go back and look at those. And also any other homework assignments and other activities. So my tests, or all my class is broken into 5 different areas. Tests are worth 40% of the overall grade, which comes out to be about 6 to 7% for each test, since I give about 6 different tests. Within each test, I try and make sure to have a study out several days before, so that we can work on that. I make sure to do a day of review the day before the test, so that way they are familiar with how the test is set up. And then I also allow, especially for this year, allow them to use their books, their notes, their homework, and their study guides in order to do the best that they can on the test. I know that it's really impossible for me to monitor all the students at home as they're taking their tests, and so I want to make sure that everyone has equal opportunities. And really, it allows me to create better questions, more application questions on those tests. If your daughter's struggling with those, please have her reach out to me, so that way we can discuss what we can do in order to improve her test grades. But that'll be on a individual basis after the test is completed. We'll see if we can do to improve those. Of course, we also have projects. We'll have 2 projects per semester, and that'll be worth a total of 15% or 7.5% for each of the 2 projects. Those will require MLA formats. Those will require a whole bunch of some research in order to understand more about something and go deeper into a certain topic. And then we also try and use that to broaden our horizons and try different things. So they've become kind of personal favorites of mine to see how the students interact with this historical information. Then we also have homework, which is worth 20%. That homework, we usually have 2 homework assignments each unit. The units usually are about 2 weeks or so. So that means that we have about 1 homework assignment every week, or maybe 2 homework assignments in 1 week, and then very few the next week. As we go about doing that homework, it's very important to complete that. Number one, as you can use it on the test, but also because it helps us understand the information that we'll use in class. There'll be a vocab assignment, and there will be a people's worksheet for world history. For other classes like government or street law, it would be something very similar to work from the book or little discussion questions. So it could be a variety of different things. For activities, we'll do different readings. We will do different games and videos in order to better understand the information. And by using those, we'll help to have some easy points as long as they complete it and do their best. So usually those are, if they're graded, they're participation awarded, not necessarily based on how well they do, but necessarily how well they attempted. And then, of course, the final, which is essentially a double test. It's worth 15%, and therefore is right at about worth of 2 tests. And that's cumulative over the course of this semester. They will try and gather as much as they can in order to use that on the final. Please make sure that if you have any questions, email me as soon as possible. I try and do my best to communicate with both my students and my parents. If if for some reason you're having an issue with something that is happening in the classroom, or if there is, if you have questions about why your daughter is missing something, email is by far the easiest way to go about doing that. If for some reason you want a face-to-face, we'll try and accomplish that as well. Other than that, I really appreciate the opportunity to teach your daughters, and I look forward to having a great semester, whether it's remotely or in the classroom. Have a great rest of 2020, and we will talk to you later. Bye.